The North is never shy to talk about the Northern agenda or the Arewa agenda. You see them come together and have a meeting on how they can push the Arewa forward, the agenda of the Arewa. Now, the West is never shy to talk about the Oduduwa agenda, Tiwa Tiwa. They have meetings, they have people that come together and talk about this agenda. But it is only the Igbo agenda or anything about Biafra that people find, they see it as something as a threat. It's something that is uncalled for. What happened during the Biafra Day celebration has shown the hatred most Nigerians have for the Igbo man. And it's unfair that we are having this conversation at this point in time. When you call the word Biafra or IPOB, people just feel like it's a detesting word. They detest that word. They see you as somebody who is not a human being. This is revealed in the hatred. Like Shore put, it is in the blood and veins of most Nigerians. What happened yesterday, that's Biafra, the 30th of May 2024, is something that people are remembered for. 5 million people, from 3 to 5 million people have been killed in a civil war. And these are people that are part of Nigeria. These are people that have helped build Nigeria. These are people that fought for independence. You don't respect their day. We have a June 12th for Abiola and all that concerns about the Arewa people. They openly speak about this Arewa agenda and nobody crucifies them for that. But if it's the Igbo, that's become a taboo. You can see how the North come with a kind of Northern influence. They look at the interest of the North and nobody looks at it. Remember when they advised Peter B and the Igbos that Igbos don't have a leader, Igbos are not supporting their own, that Igbos should find among themselves somebody that they're going to support for an election. That's why they don't win elections. Now, a Peter B came and a portion of Igbos came together, largely supporting him. The same people are now saying that Peter B is running an ethnic agenda, which is more ethnic, with Tinubu saying that Imiloko, which is more ethnic, with Atiku saying that don't vote for any other person, but vote for me, your northern brother, which he said in the north during the elections, during the campaigns. It is only Peter Obi that people are always complaining about. This shows the hatred that people have for these Igbo people, independent people of Biafra, which they are being called by. A Biafra Day celebration that should be adopted by the state and the governors of the Southeast is something that people are demonizing. So many people had to go on Twitter and say so many things, carry out propaganda, which is the Southwest mostly is known for that kind of thing, carrying out propaganda. It's unfortunate that if you want the Igbos as part of this enclave, as part of this society, let there be something to show for it. Show them in the way you handle them, in the way you carry them along with the things that are happening in the country today. If you want the Igbos to be part of this entity, your courtesy, the things you do to them will make them not feel belonging. And there's no how you beat a child that the child will not cry. There's no how you beat a goat that the goat will not, a goat will even cry. I'm bringing our attention to what is happening in Abia State. Abia State won by the Labour Party. The governor is Alex Otti, a relatively peaceful state. There's a plan by some actors to cause chaos in that state, to bring insecurity in that state. And you know, in a state that there's insecurity, it is hard for the governor to govern. Abia State has seen the light with the performance of the governor, Alex Otti, a transparent governor to an extent. People are satisfied with his governance. Now, many actors are using this Biafra Day celebration to perpetrate evil and cause insecurity in that part of the southeast. You see, 3 soldiers were killed during that, 2 or 3, something around that number, were killed during that Biafra celebration. Soldiers were attacked, and the soldiers went on rampage, going from house to house as their normal practice, like what they did to the Okwama people. You want to start another uprising in Abia State. Unknown actors, some actors, some actors that are unhappy with the development in Abia State, they want to sabotage the efforts of Governor Alex Otti. But let this be a warning to everyone that is trying to bring evil, that has an evil intention for the Southeast, especially Abia State, you are not going to succeed. You know why? Because the people are behind their governor. When the people support a democracy willingly, the people are not looking for anything from their governor. Uh, whether they are expecting, okay, put us in your government. My brother is here. We need to eat from your Abia State national state cake. Yes, we need funds and everything. They are not supporting the governor because of what the governor is giving to them as palliatives. They are supporting the governor because they believe the governor have the capacity, have them at heart to provide good governance. Look at how it started with the infrastructure, roads, network here and there, transforming transforming Aba. And there are people, there are governors, there are state actors that are unhappy with what's happening in the Southeast. Some state actors are bent on making sure that the Southeast is ungovernable so that they can govern the country. We rebuke killings of Nigerians. We don't support, we condemn the killings of the soldiers. So we are calling the soldiers that we condemn the killings. These are unknown gunmen and non-state actors in that state. When it has to do with an Igbo man, they go to the extreme to bring forth the wrath of the law. If it has to do with another interest, you see, people just try to play politics and lobby here and there. People are trying to work against the governance of Alex Otti in Abia State. We'll never forget the narrative that is being pushed by some actors on Twitter and social media that over 300,000 students could not write mathematics WAEC exam in the Southeast. They started pushing that narrative, that propaganda, never confirming the authenticity of that report, never confirming whether it is true nor it is untrue. Now pushing that narrative to demonize the people in the Southeast, the IPOB and all have you. But from research, from investigation, we found out that these students actually wrote the exams. You can see how bad these people are, how evil these people are. You can see how these people are making every effort to bring down a particular people in the region. Let the information sink. Students wrote exams in the Southeast. Nobody was stopped from writing exams. That is the report. That is the truth we have in the Southeast. Anybody telling you that people, the likes of Reno Omokri and co, Awodide and co, and all these propagandists, anyone telling you that people did not write exams, they're just trying to push a narrative. I understand what they are trying to do. Push this narrative, and the minds of people are changed. They start hating you. That's why you see so much bigotry in Nigeria today, because we have had these people elevated, given the space to run. Propagandists and people that's planting bigotry, evil, and hate amongst the people. They wrote exams in the Southeast. Don't let anybody come and bobo you and fool you. They wrote exams. Nobody was stopped from writing exams. And mind you, anybody pushing those agenda, look at them very well. Look at them with a different perspective. They are evil. Imagine a country that we claim to be one, but in our actions, we don't seem to be one. In our actions, we don't even love ourselves. And people are just deceiving themselves, saying that Nigeria, we are going to. If the country is not united, there can never be progress. If you have a certain tribe that is being relegated to the back, that has been looked down upon, if you have a tribe that is being detested and hated, for reasons that we cannot explain the reasons why this tribe is hated, and you think that you are going to move on a country. Nigeria, since independence, have been backward. After the civil war, you can see there's always retrogression, retrogression, retrogression. Nigerians cannot move forward if we don't find a common ground that we can stay together. If we cannot stay together, let's tell ourselves the truth. Then you have to split the country. If you cannot stay together, Iwanyan is telling the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he's to restructure the country, restructure the country so that each region would operate in its capacity and produce in its capacity. That's when you can have a country as successful, biggest black nation in Africa, in the world, that will be reckoned with. Nigerians will be reckoned with if we follow the advice of Iwanyan. What is wrong with the P2P presidency? What is wrong with an Igbo man becoming president? What is wrong with any Nigerian becoming president? You advised Igbos that they should come together. They don't know how to play politics. They don't know how to play politics. They are divided. They should come together and have a consensus candidate. And there's a man, P2B, which represented the general interest of Igbos in a way, because he's an Igbo man. Most Igbos, you call them Igbo obedient and whatever. Young people, the man, one thing about an Igbo man is that Igbos don't support their own because of tribal whatever. If it were a Otti'S or Kalu or Korocha Ngige, he will never get the support of Igbos because Igbos, they don't support people based on the tribe largely. They support people looking at your antecedent. We don't support people based on tribe. We're not supporting P2B because he's an Igbo man. We are supporting because he has a track record that he has shown to us, and we can see it is not what the propaganda people are just showing up and down on social media. We have what we look at Labour Party Abia State. They just got there within a year. You see transformation. PDP has been there for more than 20 years, and there's nothing to show for it. And you can see this guy hobnobbing with a P2B. So the criminalization of the Igbo man, the IPOB person, as a terrorist, as what, will not move the country forward, will not move me and you forward. It is until we find a common ground that we can move Nigeria forward. Nigeria can be great, but the people in it are not willing to make it great. They are deceiving themselves by relegating the Igbos back. So we are placing an alert. There are non-state actors that don't want the progress of Abia State, non-state actors that are finding a way to cause insecurity, to make the to cause insecurity, to destabilize the administration of Alex Otti. People, wise up. Let's wise up. Wise up. Wake up. Wake up. Don't let bigotry, don't let ethnicity blind your eyes. You are first a human being before anything else. You are first a human being before anything else. You have had the Northerners hold power for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You can see that the North is underdeveloped. They are the most poorest. They are the most backward. So what has ethnicity done to you as a person? What has religion done to you as a person? Look at someone that has your interest at heart, that has the capacity, that has the competence, that has the competence. You are seeing obedient people as they are rude, they are arrogant. You can't compare what obedience, as you allege, are doing now to what the APC did during Jonathan regime. Under Buhari, some people were flogged for saying Buhari must go. The APC miscreant came together and formed a vigilante and started harassing people that were saying Buhari must go. The obedience have been carrying themselves. They have been attacked. Look at how they started with the obituary reports, opinion poll by Sam Omaseye. You started these attacks on people that are tired of the APC and our current leadership, and you expect them to just look at you and not do anything. We will not be gaslighted. Those powers that are wanting Alex Otti to fail in Abia State, they are going to fail. We want progress for everyone, any part of Nigeria. We want good governance for everyone in every part of Nigeria, whether you're in the north, south, west, east, whether you're Fulani, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Ibibio, Tiv, wherever you are. We want good governance for the people of Nigeria. Nobody is playing ethnicity card. I'm not an ethnic person. I want good governance, the evidence, the dividends of democracy for the people of Nigeria. So the Biafra Day celebration, if you have hatred for an Igbo person, remember that person has a head, eyes, nose, has parts of the body like you. He's a human being. Remember, in every tribe, there's a good, bad, evil person. In every tribe, there are people that misbehave, people that are honest. They're in every tribe. If you now generalize and call people a, 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 a set of people, you call them, you demonize them. You're not what to be. You're not what being a human being. You're not what being a human being. So Biafra, this celebration yesterday, got me to understand the length, the weight of hatred some people from the southwest, the north, have for the Igbo people. I look on Twitter and I see tweets, people tweeting here and there and saying all sorts of things just because people are celebrating a day that they lost millions of their people to hunger. Or do you expect them not to celebrate? Are you expecting them not to celebrate? I don't understand. It's unfortunate at this point in time. We need to look inwards and see how we can make our lives better, not because I'm Igbo, you're Hausa, or you're Yoruba.